Demet Özdemir is once again at the center of controversy after statements that sparked a huge stir. During a recent public event, the actress uttered a phrase full of symbolism that many interpreted as a jab at Yaman's current partner, DJ Sarah Bloom. Although she never mentioned her directly, her words were perceived as a clear, poisoned message. The expression she used, a fleeting shadow, unleashed a true earthquake on social media. For some, it was a veiled criticism. For others, just a metaphor. The truth is that this phrase alone was enough to rekindle the tension that, according to many, still exists between the two. The media quickly amplified the news, while on social networks, interpretations multiplied. Some applauded Demet for her frankness. Others accused her of gratuitously attacking Sarah. The contrast was such that fans split into two irreconcilable camps, those defending Demet's courage and those portraying Sarah as the victim of an unnecessary provocation. Özdemir's gesture was not accidental. Her body language, gestures, and tone reinforced the feeling of a calculated message. Communication experts agree, it was not improvisation, but a strategy to make her stance clear without stating it outright. The reaction in Yaman's circle was immediate. Although the actor chose to remain silent, those close to him confirmed that he was aware of the controversy. His lack of response was interpreted in two ways, either as an attempt to avoid conflict or as a sign of discomfort in a situation that placed him between two women with great media influence. The result was a genuine media spectacle. Fleeting shadow became a trend, inspiring memes, comments, and debates around the world. Comparisons between Demet and Sarah quickly followed. On one side, a consolidated actress in film and television. On the other, a DJ with international recognition. Two very different styles now clashing not only on a personal level, but also on a professional one. Bloom's silence contrasted with Demet's direct insinuation, reinforcing that narrative of rivalry that the media loves. While one chose silence, the other used ambiguous phrases that fueled the intrigue. And that contrast became the perfect fuel to keep the controversy alive. Within hours, the issue went from being a simple phrase to becoming a cultural phenomenon. Experts warn that these public battles are not harmless. They can affect contracts, projects, and even the reputation of those involved. But at the same time, they keep both women in the global spotlight. Today, what began as a metaphor has become a symbol of rivalry. Demet, with her brief but calculated comment, once again proved she knows how to attract media attention. Sarah, through her silence, let the tension speak for her, and the audience, divided, enjoys the drama as if it were a TV series. What is happening between Can and Demet Özdemir leaves me with a bitter taste. Above all, because I feel that Can, once admired for his discipline and the seriousness with which he approached his projects, now seems trapped in a whirlwind of rumors and decisions that take him away from what really matters, his career. Many say it clearly in the comments. What should be making headlines are his acting projects, not his private life. He is no longer a teenager who needs to grab attention with personal gestures, but a man who should be showing maturity. It saddens me to see how all of his years of effort risk being overshadowed by a story many consider a farce. Some even claim it was nothing more than a contract, a staged act, and that there was never real love. Whether that's true or not, what matters is public perception, and that perception is now working against him. Worse yet, as some followers point out, his relationship with the woman described as conflictive, manipulative, and even with serious behavioral issues is dragging him into a dangerous territory where he is no longer seen as an actor, but as the protagonist of a scandal. There are those who say it is a tragedy in the making, and I agree. If he doesn't react in time, Can risks watching everything he built with so much sacrifice collapse before his eyes. The most painful part is that not even his mother's voice, always a pillar in his life, seems enough to open his eyes. Many highlight that he no longer listens to his family, that he lives trapped in an illusion, defending someone who doesn't deserve him, someone who only brings him problems and has even turned influential figures against him. Meanwhile, his public image suffers. Some describe him as a deceived man, someone who has lost credibility. Others accuse him of letting himself be used by a woman seeking fame, leaning on powerful men to achieve it. And sadly, this view is starting to take root in a public that once saw him as an example and now perceives him as a confused man, lost and without direction. In contrast, Demet Özdemir seems to remain in the background of this whole story, not because she is immune to criticism, but because all the attention is currently focused on Can. And that is what hurts. Can Yaman had everything to become an international symbol of professionalism, but instead appears trapped in the role of victim of a toxic relationship and poor personal decisions. In my opinion, it is still not too late, but time is running out. Can should take back control of his career, speak strongly about his projects, and make it clear that what defines him is his work, not personal drama. Because if he continues down this path, as many comments warn, the day will come when not even his family can support him in his downfall, and by then it will be too late to cry. Can Yaman must wake up, remember who he is, and recover the greatness he built with such effort. That is why I believe Demet Özdemir's true worth is not only her beauty or talent, but the inner strength she shows. She continues moving forward, creating projects, standing strong, proving that one can be free and consistent at the same time. Her life is not defined by scandals, but by the integrity with which she has stayed upright in an industry that constantly tries to break her. In conclusion, my view is clear. Demet Özdemir deserves much more respect than she sometimes receives. She should be recognized not as someone's ex or as the center of gossip, but as the complete artist and admirable woman she is. An actress with principles, an integral person, someone who inspires, and who, despite the attacks, has preserved her essence intact. That is her greatest victory, not letting others define her, but showing with facts who she truly is.